Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Tyrone back with Tech Life. And this morning, Verizon announces another strong quarter. This was Q3, quarter three. And to a lot of people's surprise, Fios helped Verizon have an even stronger Q3. And a lot of people asked on the media side, how did that happen? A lot of people are cutting media. They are leaving the traditional TV space. And if you guys remember a couple of months back, Verizon made some changes on the Fios side to become more consumer friendly, and it worked. And I hope that AT&T is going to take a playbook from Verizon and abolish contracts, make pricing across the board the same, not a double increase after the first year. I hope AT&T really listens and pays attention here, because Verizon just showed you that it can work. You can make media work. So as you see here, Verizon reports strong Q3 financial results, increases the guidance. So this is big. So just to show you guys on the wireless side, there was a drop in revenue by 4.3% year over year, which, right now you can kind of contribute that to the pandemic that's going on in the United States. So in terms of ads, Verizon added 136,000 retail postpaid net additions, including 142,000 phone net ads and 258,000 postpaid smartphone net ads. So solid quarter. I do think on the wireless side, being the fact that AT&T became more flexible, more aggressive promos, better pricing. I do think AT&T, if not in this quarter, but next quarter, is going to start showing stronger numbers compared to Verizon, at least on the wireless side. I mean, you guys have seen their recent promos on the iPhones, and then their Q3 numbers, from what I'm hearing, are going to be very, very, very solid. So the total retail postpaid churn is at 0.8%, which is solid, and retail postpaid phone churn is at 0.6%. So not many people leaving Verizon. Some are, but not many. And again, that's contributing to the great network. And there are many people out there, believe it or not, that are willing to pay that higher price for the Verizon network because they've had worse experiences on other carriers. So they're like, even though T-Mobile and AT&T may have gotten better, the perception now with them is that Verizon is better, and they're willing to pay the higher price for the network. So just to kind of go over the Fios numbers, they added 139,000 Fios internet net additions, an increase from 30,000 Fios internet net additions in third quarter 2019, prior year. They added 144,000 internet net additions across consumer and business, the most since the fourth quarter of 2014. So again, I would say big growth. This is a big growth opportunity for Verizon. And you got to remember, they really haven't expanded outside of their footprint. So Fios is not available in a good amount of the country. So them gaining those numbers, it just goes to show that maybe customers during the pandemic, when they needed the internet the most, the provider that they had likely failed them or didn't have the speed requirements needed when everybody started shifting towards the home and trying to do the virtual learning and then work from home. So some customers likely needed a better connection, faster connection. And with Fios, I know they have been laying their own fiber. So Verizon likely was chosen as the new provider in a lot of these areas. And that's just part of it, I think. I think the other parts of it are that they became more consumer friendly, and they started abolishing all of the previous policies that just weren't consumer friendly. So just wanted to make this video for you guys today. The Q3 earnings came out. The earnings call ended. I was pleasantly surprised as well that Fios did so well and that the numbers looked so good. There's more to decipher, so I will do that in a later video. But the guidance is increasing, so the guidance is still going to be for the capital investment is going to be for the year it was 17.5 to 18.5. Verizon this morning announces that they are going to, the guidance for, the capex is going to end up closer to the 18.5. So they are spending heavily, and they're going to, the guidance is they're going to push closer to spending that full 18.5 billion. So in Q4, those numbers will likely get the guidance of what the capital investment looks like for 2021. But for now, to finish out the year 2021, the guidance, 2020, the guidance is set to be finished on the higher end of the 18.5 billion. So be looking forward to more improvements from Verizon, likely more millimeter wave in new cities. They're likely also expanding millimeter wave in existing cities. Again, just a side note, a lot of people that I'm seeing them comment and say things, they're just confused about millimeter wave. Millimeter wave is not meant for what people are saying. People want it to cover 3-4 miles. Trust me, millimeter wave is not meant for that. Yes, it's getting better with the beam forming, but millimeter wave is specifically meant for the areas that Verizon puts it in. Remember that engineers have network tools that they check, and they see where's the highest amounts of traffic. What can we do to offload it? And that's just stuff that's being put in planning. And the network engineers likely decided that, okay, millimeter wave is best suited for this area because this amount of people can be offloaded onto millimeter wave, and it will give some breathing room for the nearby macro or maybe even a 4G LTE small cell. So that's what millimeter wave is really meant for. Yes, you can call it a hotspot, a small pocket. Like I said, it's getting better. It's starting to reach up to a mile. Some are even saying a little bit past that with the beam forming. But remember, it's not, millimeter wave is not meant to cover 3, 4, or 5 miles. It's just not meant for that. So again, if you are new to the channel or you have been on the channel, make sure you like, share, subscribe to the channel. Also hit the notification bell so you are notified when I do upload this content. Make sure to follow my Twitter and Instagram for more interaction. I'm posting pictures on Instagram, letting you guys know of a new N41 ads in El Paso. Remember, I'm just based out of El Paso. I can't cover the whole U.S., but I can give you guys some opinion and some guidance on it. But other than that, I don't have direct access to your area. But make sure you follow all the social media platforms. Thanks again for watching. This is Tyrone with Tech Life, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.